Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Happy Friday. How you're doing? Put in the comments below where you're watching it from. If you're watching it on live, put hashtag live. And if you're watching it on replay, put a hashtag replay. Today, I'm bringing a topic on what are you allowed and not allowed to do with your TEDx video, because that is so important. I saw few TEDx talks from the top 40 most watched TEDx talks on YouTube for the first half of 2022. And few of them were made private or disappeared from YouTube. And I was like, some of the TEDx speakers don't know actually the rules and the guidelines, because even when you read it, it's so much information that you might get lost. Because of this, today, I'm going to put for you 5 rules that are must to know. Those 5 rules, and also must to follow, because otherwise you're going to completely jeopardize your TEDx video success and your whole TEDx success. And you're going to put yourself in a huge risk. So I don't want you to be in risk. I'm here to help you and to create really beautiful TEDx journey, really amazing success with what you did on TEDx stage. So what you're allowed and not allowed. I'm going to give you the 5 rules, and if you for watching and like listening, you've got any kind of questions, then what I want you to do is to put them in the comments. I will leave a little bit of time at the end for Ask Me Anything session. So you'll have the opportunity to ask any kind of questions. But if any question appears on the go, just put it in the comments, and I'm gonna make sure that I read the comments as they're right in front of me. So the 5 must to know rules, as again, you're gonna put yourself in a huge risk if you don't follow those rules. They're quite draconian rules, as you're gonna hear them. You're gonna feel super limited, and of course, I'm gonna help you to change the mindset of limitation into, oh my God, I can actually fully blast my TEDx talk to diffuse it to thousands of millions of people out there. So let's dive directly in. The first one is that you will not get a copy of your video because TEDx organizers are not allowed to share any of the original files, basically. So they're not going to send you the file of your TEDx talk. They will only send you the YouTube link if they are basically on YouTube and they saw that your TEDx talk is out. What I want to also add, because this is always, I've got this question quite a lot. Sorry. When the TEDx organizer submit your video for approval by the TED headquarters, your TEDx organizer is not going to have any kind of notification, email. They're going to not know when your video is out. So most probably they're not going to even give you the YouTube link or the TED.com link to your TEDx video. It's going to be you to go on YouTube, to go on TED.com and check when it's actually posted on those platforms. Your TEDx talk goes on, well, according official information. And if you go on like Wikipedia or TED.com, you can read that TEDx Talks goes on 60 plus platforms. They don't mention which platforms they go. I know they have contract with Netflix, with Spotify, obviously on YouTube. So what I want you to actually get out of this rule is that, yes, you're not going to be you're not going to get the file of your TEDx video. Yes, you will only have yourself searching on YouTube that it's already published. So you're going to have the URL link of your YouTube video. What I want you to remember is that it is best to share the YouTube URL link instead of the TED.com link. And the reason why is because the TED.com always counts all the platforms where your TEDx video has been published, and it's going to count them on TED.com platform. So the reason why you go on TED.com and you see someone's video with like millions of views, and then you go on YouTube and you see like, oh my God, it's not like the figures that don't match. The reason is because TED.com is a summary. It counts collectively through from all the platforms where your TEDx talk has been published and diffused. So that basically leads to rule number 2. What you need to know is that you are not allowed to embed directly the full TEDx video on your website. Obviously, you're not going to have the video. Even you download the video from YouTube or from somewhere, please do not put directly your TEDx video on your website, someone's website, anywhere on website. So what's going to happen if you do that, and this is the biggest trip over what speakers do, they just put it on their website, boom, the support team from TED headquarters just calls them and say like, you're not allowed. And most probably you're not going to even have a call from them. You're going to see your video disappearing from YouTube and going to be you to log a ticket with the support to understand that actually this is because you put it on your website. Now think about this. Although this is a huge limitation, you can always go to your web developer or WordPress or any platform where your website is on, and you can actually embed the URL link of your YouTube video. So don't take it as a super limitation. It is, but you can't do anything about it, right? Again, most probably the reason why TED doesn't allow such kind of embedding of the videos is because they want to count, they want to serve you, they want to count every single view of your video. So when someone goes on YouTube or they go on TED.com, they can see that you've got thousands of views. So don't take it as a limitation. Take it like, oh my God, like actually the headquarter from TED is looking after me, you know, and it's like your positioning and your huge visibility. Now, again, if you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments. I will answer, because I'll just jump on the next one, which is the rule number 3, which majority of the people just makes it like so huge mistake, I have to say, is this one. I'm going to read it because I literally copy and paste it from the TEDx guidelines. You can only use up to 30-second excerpt from a TEDx talk for video or audio content, including documentaries, promo videos, TV segments, and podcasts. Okay, I put it in a banner here so you can read it again. Basically, to explain, you can share the whole YouTube video as a post on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on even on Instagram with a link in your bio. You can put it as a link in your Twitter. TikTok obviously can't take so long videos, right? Or links to YouTube. But when we're talking about like video or audio content, you can only use 30 seconds excerpt. Okay, it's a super limitation. So usually when I say something like this to someone who never been on TEDx stage, they're like, what's the point of doing a TEDx in this case? Well, I always say the opposite. How you can turn such limitation into like full advantage for you. To be able to answer this question, I'm gonna actually follow for you, and I'm sure you know that, and because you lived through that period. If we follow social media behavior for the last 3 years, this is what happens. In 2020, videos on LinkedIn and Facebook were about the sweet spot was about 5 minutes, because 5 minutes basically meant that we were having really good engagement. So it went from more than 10 minutes before 2020 down to 5 minutes straight away when lockdown starts happening. Now, last year, 2021, TikTok had full blast. Obviously, they exist for like, what is it, like 12, 13 years now. But 2021 was really the massive blast of TikTok. And what happened because of TikTok was that on LinkedIn and Facebook, like even YouTube's videos start shrinking. But specifically for LinkedIn and for Facebook and for Instagram, the videos with really good engagement start being around 3 minutes sweet spot. And now 2022 is that best videos right now, which are getting really good engagement, is maximum 60 to 90 seconds. So LinkedIn tried to do a bit of like, oh, let's try 2 minutes, let's try 5 minutes. No, they don't have really good engagement. But 90 seconds is really good sweet spot. So now think about like going back for the past 3 years, literally sweet spot for videos went from 5 minutes to 90 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to that rule from TEDx that you can use only 30 seconds excerpts. 30-second excerpts is again for video and audio content. I want you to completely think outside the box. By the way, I'm teaching you literally one of my strategies here. So I want you to think about this one. How many 30 seconds excerpts you can get out of your TEDx talk? So most probably you did like 18 minutes, a bit less than 18 minutes, but even it's like less than 18 minutes, how many 30-second excerpts you can get out, really good 30-second excerpts you can get out of your video, right? So most probably 10, 15, 20, I don't know, it's quite a lot, right? So I literally created 52 diffuse strategies specifically for TEDx videos. And I'm going to give you one of them because that one is actually one of my favorite. I want you to think about how you can get at least 10 short excerpts from your TEDx talk, which basically means this. Number one, it means that you can create 10 social media posts for each of those 10 excerpts. Number two, you can turn those 10 excerpts into Instagram and Facebook stories. Number three, you can turn them into YouTube shorts. Number four is that if you're a super creative person and you can't totally up for that, you can actually create a GIF of yourself being on TEDx stage. So GIFs are quite good, right? So these are 10 excerpts from 10 30-second excerpts from your TEDx talk video, which you can turn into 4 completely different visuals and different variations of posting on social media, right? Go back and check each of them. So 10 video excerpts literally means that it's a great amount of social media posts. It's a really good presence for you on social media because it's your video. And now 30 seconds might not sound really a long time, but actually it's quite a long time, I can tell you. And also it gives you massive variety of your posts. Again, we're talking about like posts, stories, shorts, and GIFs. It's quite a lot. Again, if you're watching it on hashtag replay, put the hashtag replay. If you're watching it live, put hashtag live. Tell me where you're watching it from, so I will know before I move to number 4 and 5. And I have a bonus for you on number 6 as well. And if you have any kind of questions and you're watching it replay right now, just put them alive. Just put them in the comments and I'll make sure that I do come back to you and I'll answer them. Now, number 4 rule that is like literally hell a lot of TEDx speakers do that. and the video is taken down because they didn't follow this rule. The rule is that photos from your TEDx event must be uploaded on Flickr first. Flickr is a mobile app, and then they can be freely shared and reposted. Okay, so Flickr is an application which literally a lot of pictures go there. Now, what I want you to remember on this rule is that it's in the guideline. No, it's in the TEDx rules. I'm going to share the link in a minute. So you cannot, literally, you're not allowed to post pictures on anywhere, on social media, on your website, for you being on someone's podcast stage, so you being on stage, I don't know, for conferences, breakfast, wherever you go as a presence and as a speaker. Don't use your TEDx pictures if you did not upload them on Flickr. Every time when you go on Flickr, what I want you to also do in addition, just to be completely safe, which is coming from different rules, which are they're very briefly mentioned in the TEDx rules, which is about the rights. So do give credit to the photographer or the videographer, and also hashtag TEDx event, your TEDx event, like hashtag TEDx, I don't know, Bristol or whatever is TEDx stage you went to, because this way you're going to give credit. So you're going to follow the authors and different laws about who owns the rights on the pictures, and hashtag your TEDx event. This is rule number 4. What, gosh, so many people don't know it, and then zhoof, video disappears. Number 5 is that you must always refer to your event with a full name. Basically, I'm going to give you an example. The example is copied from the rules. If you open the rules, you're going to read exactly this example. Basically, the example says that if your TEDx event is TEDx West Hampton School, you can't say TEDx WHS. You always have to refer to your TEDx event with the full name. No variations, no abbreviations, no shorts, right? You're not allowed to use abbreviations and variations. It's just against the rules. And here's bonus number 6, which is how to cite TED and TEDx talks. It's quite interesting. So basically, when you run or attend any kind of podcast or TV show or all kind of public events, and you need to basically, say that you're a TEDx speaker or TED speaker. Here are the 2 variations for TED and for TEDx. For TED, you have to say your last name, comma, first name, 2 dots, the title of your TEDx talk, and then TED column, ideas, words, spreading, then the month and the year, and then the URL link. So this is the full way of citing a TED talk. Here's for TEDx, because TEDx is different from citing TED. It starts again with your last name, comma, your first name, then the title of your TEDx talk, then the TEDx name. Then you have to say TEDx independently organized TED events, then the month, the year, and then the URL link. So they're very different ways to cite TED and TEDx. Be very careful with this. Now, I'm going to open for any kind of questions. Meanwhile, here's the guidelines where you can go and read them. I will post them in the comments. Here are the TEDx rules to go and read them. So everything what they gave you was like the 6 most important rules. You're not gonna open the rules and read like you're not allowed this, you're not allowed this. That's not the case. What you're gonna see is like the rules and the guidelines saying organizers needs to do this, speakers needs to do this, organizers are not allowed to do this, organizers are not allowed to do that. And that is where basically I took it from. Often organizers don't have enough time to let you know all these rules, and they just tell you to go and read them. So let's check very quickly comments. No, not yet. Okay, so I don't see comments, and this means that I'm already 20 minutes in. Thank you so much. If any kind of comment, really questions come to you, just put them in the comments and I will answer. I'm wishing you an amazing rest of Friday, or full day Friday if you are in the US, America, and the whole time zone all the way down to North and South America. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of energy. And I'm going to see you next Friday, same time, 12 p.m. UK time.